What's going on, everybody? TG here again, and I thought I'd talk to you guys about Amazon. I haven't talked about Amazon much, although it still has been sitting in my portfolio since I first briefed on it over a year ago today. Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the entire world and one of the greatest companies in the entire world. But its stock, however, has not been performing so well. This video, I want to go over why it's a screaming buy at these levels, why I continue to buy more and more of Amazon, and why I think you should too as well. Before we start this video though, if you can like and subscribe, that would mean a ton to me. But let's just jump into this video right now. First off, starting off with Amazon's share price, $3,187 a share. Sounds like a lot, right? Sounds like a large number. But if you actually look at Amazon and you look at what it's done in the past year, you see a 29.5% return on investment. That's pretty solid. But then take 11 months. So this is 12 months. Now let's go to 11 months, right about here. If you look at Amazon, Amazon is actually flat, completely flat for the past year, or 11 months, which is incredible if you look at the growth that it's had. You can look at the growth in the annual earnings report. Revenue has grown 37.6% year over year. Net income is at 84% year over year. This is what I love right here. Net profit margin up 33.9% year over year. Now, those are some incredible growth numbers. Let's also look into last earnings quarter, because last earnings quarter was tremendous. One of the best ever, right second to the one before that, where they did 125 billion in revenue. But what's interesting, they may have done 125 billion revenue in the quarter four of 2020, but they actually did 8.1 in net with only doing 108 revenue. So if you actually break down these earnings, you'll notice something. Outside of the core retail segment, so Amazon.com is AWS, Amazon Web Services, and their cloud computing and advertising business. AWS saw sales of 13.5 billion net sales during that quarter. That's up 32% year over year. And while Amazon doesn't exactly disclose the advertising sales, it's included in the other category, which saw revenue growth of 77% year over year. That's 6.9 billion last quarter. Advertising is huge. We talked about this in a couple months ago in our video. We talked about how the two things that I look for most in Amazon is their AWS growth and their revenue, or their advertisement growth, because that's the real profit drivers. Those how you get those nice gross profit margins on that, as well as obviously the Prime subscription. That's the free cash flow. That's the backbone of the company. They have over 200 million Prime subscribers, $119 a year each. Do the math. It's a lot of money coming in every single year. Now, when we look at this, we look at Amazon's growth and how much it's growing, and we try to justify its valuation and see where it's going after that. So if you actually look at some of the numbers and the fundamentals, which in my opinion is the most important thing when you look at a company, it's fundamentals. That is the most important thing. You look at a $1.6 trillion market cap, pretty high, right? You also have to look at revenue and different stuff like that. So like I said, you go to that annual revenue. They did do 386 billion in revenue, 21.33 billion in net income. So that's big growth right there. 37% for revenue, 84% for net profit. They're sitting at a PE ratio of 60 right now. 60 is pretty high, but if you consider it a growth company, it's not high. And I do consider Amazon a growth company that's going to continue to increase their profit margins quarter after quarter, year over year. And that's why I think we can justify Amazon being significantly higher. Amazon is down over 10% from highs. It depends if you count after hours or not, but if you don't count after hours, which is regular hours, back in September, it's down 10% from highs. If you count after hours, when this was 36.72, I think was the highest it hit in after hours, we're talking about almost a 13% decline, almost 15% actually decline from all-time highs, which is crazy, considering the fact that this company continues to put out good news and good earnings every single quarter. One of the biggest issues is insider selling with Bezos. Now, if you notice, Jeff Bezos has been selling a lot of shares, unfortunately, and that has been hurting the company a lot. A couple days ago, they talked about how Jeff Bezos continues to sell shares, over 6.7 billion shares in the month of May alone, which is very, very annoying, because it puts a lot of downward pressure on the stock. We look at my positions in Amazon, you guys can clearly see that I have a lot of put credit spreads on Amazon. This is essentially means I am betting that Amazon is going to stay above a certain price. So this is the one I opened up today. We're already up $31 on, which is nice. If Amazon is up tomorrow, I'll probably close it out with like a 50% profit. And I do expect Amazon to rebound a little bit tomorrow to around 3,200. But these are the big ones right here. The 29.80 and the 3,000 strike price. And then the 30.40 and the 30.50 strike price. Essentially, I'm saying that these are going to stay above that price. If we actually analyze this trade and look at it, we can clearly see that my max loss for this trade is 12,048. My max profit is 13,951, which is huge. So that's a really good risk to reward ratio. And essentially, Amazon just needs to stay above that expiration date of 3,000 strike price. So as long as Amazon's above 3,000 strike price, we make our full profit, no matter where it is. As long as on expiration date it's at that price, we make full profit. Same as the other one, which is 30.41 and 30.50. As long as it's above 30.50, we go ahead and look at that trade. We will make full profit. Our max gain is 3,156. Our max loss is 4,844. Again, if it's above that price by expiration, we make full profit. And I think that's going to happen. The reason I chose this rather than, calls per se or shares is because I unfortunately predicted that Amazon would stay stagnant. And I did have calls at one point, and I did have shares at one point, and I just wasn't getting that return that I needed. This return allows me to profit off of Amazon, when it's stagnant. So, we're already up some on this one. We're already up $3,700. This one says we're down on. I didn't remember being down. I thought we were up on that, but I guess since it has pulled back significantly, that's one of the reasons we are. And then this one is actually a hedge right here. This one is essentially saying that Amazon won't go above 4,250. We go ahead and analyze that trade here. We open it up and we see that our max loss is 4,410 and our gain is 590. All right, so we're simply saying that Amazon is going to stay under 4,250, and we're actually going to close this out very soon, probably pretty much closer to tomorrow, probably. If Amazon starts down, we'll go ahead and close it out for like a $250 profit, just because we are putting a lot on the line. But what's good about that is that allows us to hedge, to hedge and profit if Amazon stays under that. Okay, we make a little bit of money on that. But I just think Amazon is just such an amazing company. It's one of my favorites in the world, and I think it's going to continue to grow over the years. And I think eventually we're going to see this big pop that we've been waiting for. We're going to see that that pop where it belongs, and holding the stock long term has never been a bad idea. Even right before the pandemic and the crash, we're still only up 58%. From there, which is a good return, but for how much the company has grown, I think it should definitely be a lot higher. So I'm going to be watching Amazon. I'm going to be adding to it if it goes down. We don't have much buying power right now, but when we do close some positions out, we will have that. But we really, really like Amazon, and we're going to continue to hold it because I think it's an amazing company, and I think the stock price doesn't reflect that yet, but reality will kick in, and I think it will very, very soon. So guys, let me know your thoughts on everything. Let me know how everything is doing today. Like and subscribe. It means a ton to me. I've told you that, guys, many times. It means so much if you're, interested in these videos and you enjoy them. Show me some support, like and subscribe, and, let me know what your thoughts are on Amazon. But anyways, guys, have just an absolute wonderful day. Enjoy your time, and I will go ahead and I will see you guys in the next video. What that will be on, we don't know. Whatever the news comes out, but I definitely want to watch Amazon more, and I would love to pick up some more if it continues to drop. So that's what I'm going to be doing for tomorrow. We'll be watching it. But anyways, guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Bye-bye.